I know the limit is 35, but we had 2 players transfer either during the fall semester or at the end of the fall semester. Those players will have to count towards our 35-man limit. So we're going to go into the spring with a 33-man roster. Obviously, I feel great about our team. I thought we had an excellent fall practice. We knew what we had position player-wise. The one question we still have is, who's going to man third base for us. Although we're narrowing in on that, I think we're going to be just fine there. Not as good as Christian Ibarra defensively, because Christian Ibarra has now become the standard setter. I mean, he's the greatest third baseman I ever coached. So that'd be like replacing Brooks Robinson with the Orioles. Everybody tries, but nobody was ever quite him. And I don't think we'll ever have anybody like Christian Ibarra, but I think we're very capable of doing a good job there. The rest of the lineup, I've got a few options, and I think it's going to be a good, solid lineup. We've got a lot of experience, but I'm equally as excited about the young freshmen, the 2 Jordan boys, Dykeman, Papirski, Grayson Bird. These kids have a chance to be really fine players. We just don't need them to play as much right away as we would with our pitching staff or in years gone by. So I think we're going to be solid with our position players, and then it's just a matter of these young pitchers. I did a couple radio interviews this morning, and the question always seems to be, are you nervous about counting so much on freshman pitchers? And I said, well, all you have to do is think back to last year. The question I was receiving from many of the members of the media was, how could you count so strongly on an unproven freshman in Jared Poche? And I believe my answer to everybody at that time was, this kid brings some real intangibles. He was the man at Letcher High School. He went 11-0. He pitched in the state championship game, shut out who I thought was the best team in the state, St. Thomas More. The next year they did win the state championship. He shut him out with 11 strikeouts, and he just had an aura about him of confidence, and he had a lot of moxie and savvy and all those other cool things. And I knew he'd do a good job when he goes out and wins 9 games for us. So that's a pretty good example to set for these other freshman pitchers that are going to be coming along. And hopefully Jared will continue to be the leader of our staff that way. Obviously losing Noel is a big blow, but this is the way